Hey, and welcome once again to the Luxious. Today we have a very entertaining topic for you. It is movie time, folks, as we're going to talk about the 15 movies that can change your life. Interesting, isn't it? Movies make us laugh, they make us cry, and they even make us cheer. When we see underdogs take on extraordinary goals, despite all adversities and difficulties, we can relate to them. We all need inspiration. After dealing with neck-to-neck competition in life, sometimes we get tired of trying and just want to give up. But movies, well, these make us look inside ourselves and quite often can be used as inspiration themselves. So to that end, here's a list that is not just any casual evening watch. These 15 movies will not just motivate and inspire us, but will stick in our heads long after the ending scenes. Ready or not, here they come. Oh, and grab those popcorns for good measure too, will ya? To start the list at number 15, we have a 2013 film, Rush. The plot is primarily based on the competition between F1 drivers James Hunt and Niki Lauda. But that's not all, as the film goes on to reveal many more sentiments. The two drivers are pitted against each other to be the best on their gas-filled roller bumps. With that struggle for supremacy, the film makes us encounter extremes of mental and physical endurance. Competition and the race to be the best are the two cornerstones of the plot. It tells the story of two of the best F1 drivers the world has ever seen. The Oscar-winning movie Life of Pi is 14th on our list. Being the sole human survivor of the ship while traveling to Canada, Pi finds himself in the middle of the ocean. He is stuck in the company of a tiger, a hyena, and an orangutan. The struggles and adventures of Pi, added to the extraordinary portrayal of nature, make the movie not only inspirational but also a visual treat. A story of a mathematical genius on a harrowing path of self-discovery, A Beautiful Mind explores various facades of human emotions. John Nash, at the brink of international acclaim, discovers a side of himself he was unaware of. The film, based on the book by Sylvia Nazar, explores commitment, success, and a heartbreaking folly of the human mind. On number 12, we have one of the biggest movies ever made in the history of Hollywood. We're talking about The Shawshank Redemption, of course. The iconic movie tells the tale of banker Andy Dufresne's 19-year term in prison. The film gives a strong message of friendship and perseverance and lets us have an insight of the lives at Shawshank. The film doesn't just end with innocent Andy's escape, but also his mate Red's redemption, making it an inspiring story of hope, faith, and bonding. Now this one is a tearjerker, so consider yourselves warned. Though Paul had walked the mile with many felons, he was convinced of John Coffey's innocence. Beyond his naive fear of the dark, Coffey also has a prodigious supernatural gift. The captivating plot of choosing between doing the right thing or performing a duty also emanates sentiments of friendship and humanity. Tom Hanks again with Forrest Gump is 10th on our list. Whether dominating on the gridiron as a college football star, fighting in the Vietnam War, or captaining a shrimp boat, Forrest leaves an impression on people with his childlike innocence. Growing up under the care of his supportive mother in a protected environment, slow-witted Forrest never considered himself disadvantaged. The story of Burt Munro tells us that if you believe in something, don't give up. Though it took years for the New Zealander to build his 1920 Indian motorcycle, he did not lose hope. And that helped him set the land speed record in 1967 at Utah's Bonneville Salt Flats. The true story of a man who never gave up on his dreams of doing something big and doing it very, very fast provides the basis for this engaging and inspiring plot. The film Amélie captures the exquisite charm and mystery of modern-day Paris through ingenue eyes. The way Emily imagines other people's lives around her and creates a world of her own making is an inspiring tale of imagination. The tapestry she knits around her, hoping to bring joy to the people's lives in her own little way, tells the story of magic, innocence, and love. The story of Erin Gruwell, faced with a class of at-risk teenagers deemed to be incapable learners, is a must-watch. The plot shows how a teacher can affect the lives of her students in a positive way. And she does this by encouraging her students to choose definitive careers for the future and inculcates good habits in them like keeping journals. This film spreads the message of motivation and is inspiring both for teachers and students alike. Now this movie is one that makes us value relationships. When an angel comes down as an answer to George Bailey's prayer, wishing that he wasn't born, he begins to see how he has impacted his loved ones. Set in Christmas season, It's a Wonderful Life is truly a wonderful watch, leaving us inspired by its simple yet captivating plot. At a time of genocide, this film tells the story of a true hero. Oskar Schindler's arrangement to keep his Jewish workers protected to ensure his factory is still in operation did not only work for his benefit, but saved many innocent lives as well. The plot of the story is a masterpiece, bringing out humanity warped in business in a time of war. The movie ends with the tragic fate of Schindler, despite the endeavors of the ones on his list. It is truly an inspiring conclusion that will surely leave you in tears. As the name aptly reveals, Into the Wild is a story of breaking free. I don't believe in careers, Mr. Franz. I think careers are a 20th century invention. It's a dialogue that well reflects this sentiment. Christopher McCandless leaves his profitable career as an athlete behind. He chooses to give his possessions for charity, embarking on a journey to Alaskan wilderness. An inspiring story of choosing an alternate life path in today's competitive world makes Into the Wild an unconventional treat. Now what if you were asked to choose between amputating your hand and death? That's the decision Aaron Ralston had to make in 127 hours. The 5 days in the life of this lone trekker being trapped and his miraculous return to civilization is a story of survival. This film not only inspires us, but makes us grateful for something we all take for granted: life. Oh, and if he can survive those 127 grueling hours, you can surely survive those 8 long hours at work. The pursuit of happiness is second on our list. The struggle of Father Chris to provide a good future for his son is the inspiring plot of the movie. Beyond highlighting the father and son bond, it also has the message of never giving up. Being evicted from their home and faced with financial difficulties, both father and son encounter numerous struggles every day. Yet, the small bits of happiness they find in their togetherness provides a heartwarming plot for the film. And on number 1, we have a Bollywood film directed by Vikramaditya Motwane. It revolves around a young boy named Rohan, who after being expelled from school, returns home to a strict father as well as a half-brother he was unaware of. He is forced to work at his father's factory even though he wants to write. The film explores many aspects and is inspirational in all sorts of manners. And there you have it, folks. Hope you enjoy this video. If you liked our video, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon so you get notified whenever we upload our next video. Your valuable suggestions are very important to us, so do post them in the comment section.